With over 50 million people suffering from acne, it is no wonder a successful treatment of this skin disorder is constantly searched for. It is also why the acne treatment industry is a multi-million-dollar industry at the expense of acne sufferers. What if you were to find out the best acne remedy indeed is very inexpensive and drug-free? Well, it is. There are over 50 million people in America alone who suffer from this image-debilitating skin disorder known as acne, but I am glad to say, that estimate has lost account, and it is my hope that many more will find success at being excluded from that list. I suffered from acne for over a decade of my life, and this lingered way into adulthood, thus it wasn't just a puberty thing. Imagine not being able to look in the mirror with ease, having to look down when speaking to people, hating to take photos and hang out with friends and family, all because of one crisis, acne. Well, not anymore. I've been successful at getting rid of my pimples with simple methods, and the aim of this article is to show acne sufferers how to achieve similar results naturally and in about a week, or less. Believe me, I tried the famous acne remedy product on TV that I'm sure every and any acne patient has heard of and probably tried to no avail. I even went as far as considering plastic surgery, that's how desperate I was, but as the saying goes, the best things in life are free even when it comes to an acne remedy. Characterized by bumps, excessively oily or dry skin, spots and embarrassing eruptions, acne remains a terrible skin disorder that sadly permits for exploitation from the many marketers and charlatans out to make a fast buck on the expense of the vulnerable. Even the so-called natural approaches of acne treatment aimed at treating acne from within, are unrealistic, impractical and often pricey, or are just the same one-dimensional gimmick cures disguised as holistic solutions. That said, I will now outline the natural, common sense, and very inexpensive methods for a successful acne remedy naturally. Acne remedy, internal measures for acne treatment. First and foremost, for not just overcoming this skin disorder, but for your all-around health, you have to seriously consider making a change in your diet. You are what you eat. If your diet consists of only junk and fast foods, you are only wreaking havoc on your entire system of visceral organs ranging from the digestive tract to the excretory organs. That said, make it a point to adhere to eating what has been coined in the drugless fraternity as the mucus-less, alkaline diet, which is made up of mostly organic seasonal fruits, fruit, root and leafy vegetables, and as needed pure filtered water. Not only will this simple change in diet make for a clearer and smoother skin, it will also give the added benefit of improved health and overall wellness. A basic format for a suggested diet regimen when using the components listed above will be in the next installment of Acne Remedy. What worked for my acne was the drug-free way. With over 50 million people suffering from acne, it is no wonder a successful treatment of this skin disorder is constantly searched for. It is also why the acne treatment industry is a multi-million-dollar industry at the expense of acne sufferers. What if you were to find out the best acne remedy indeed is very inexpensive and drug-free? Well, it is. Acne remedy, what worked for my acne was the drug-free way. For a successful internal acne treatment, i.e. curing acne from its root cause and core, to tell you to eat right will be an understatement and perhaps incomplete. When, what and how to eat right are equally factors necessary for a successful treatment of acne internally. Learn what these factors are to empower yourself for a drug-free healing of acne. In the hopes that you may have read the first installation of this series on acne treatment using drug-free methods, I will now proceed to give you a suggested diet menu plan to adhere to for an internal acne remedy program. This diet is based on the fact that the human body goes through a cleansing process from 12 midnight until 12 noon, and a building program from 12 noon to 12 midnight. Therefore, what is eaten during these respective periods must be harmonious with the natural processes. Following this dietetic suggestion will not only lend to a successful acne treatment process internally, but will also lead to an improvement in your overall health and fitness levels. Acne remedy, suggested diet menu plan. Breakfast. A choice of the following. Number 1. A tall glass of fresh squeezed orange juice. Number 2. A tall glass of fresh squeezed lemonade flavored with genuine maple syrup, the darker the grade the better. Lunch. A mono meal of an organic fruit in season, for example apples in the fall and winter, melons in the summer, berries in spring. Dinner. Fresh, homemade salads. A simple dressing could be a. Lemon juice, olive oil and uniodized sea salt. B. Avocados or green coconuts blended with tomatoes and some sea salt. Or raw and/or cooked root vegetables such as celery, carrots, potatoes, plantains, raw or slightly heated fruit veggies. These can be blended into soups or dressings for your salads. This format adheres to a scientifically proven principle that the human body goes through a cleansing process from 12 midnight until 12 noon, and a building program from 12 noon to 12 midnight, therefore your meals during these respective periods should be harmonious with the natural processes. To augment this simple dietetic change and to target the root cause of your acne, I will recommend what according to Philippus Paracelsus is the greatest remedy the physician within, that my friend is a fast. Believe me, when I say this simple sacrifice was what sped up the success of my acne treatment in about 3 days, literally. It is not an error to say that it is a cure-all for every disease known to man when practiced properly. Being radical in nature, there are several sources of information on the hows, whens, the types and definitions applicable to fasting on the internet, and based on my experience, I have made a specific chapter for fasting in my e-book, although you can always type up fasting or juice fasting in your favorite search engine for your edification on the subject. One more factor that I must add is by all means avoid the microwave. I learned this the hard but thankfully important way while engaging in a 2-week fast for spiritual reasons. I was using this device to heat up my water for the laxative tea that the fast involves, and each time I consumed the tea, I immediately felt very weak and lethargic. Perhaps I'm detoxifying. I thought, wrong. Not only was I extremely weak, the bumps that had since left me came right back, and during this specific fasting period. Thankfully, my intuition was still intact, so I analyzed everything I was consuming, gauged my previous experiences with fasting to this period, and came to the conclusion that it had to be the use of a microwave, since it was the only different procedure I had included. That said, I used an electric stove instead, and in less than 48 hours, the bumps were gone, never to return, and the expected strength that comes as an added benefit of fasting was now present. Microwave cooking is one of the most important causes of ill health, so avoid this so-called convenience device as well. Now that the internal aspects of your acne remedy have been addressed, I will address the external methods of acne treatment in the next installment of this series. It's the last one, my friend, but it is an integral part of curing your acne naturally. Acne remedy. What worked for my acne was the drug-free way, just basic tips and steps used successfully by a former severe acne sufferer of close to a decade. If you suffer from acne, prepare to show the world a new you in a matter of days. I have discussed the internal aspects of acne treatment, and now we shall be going over the external factors of treating acne and its symptoms. The internal and external factors of this drug-free method of acne control do go hand in hand, so needless to say, ensure that for your success at this acne treatment regimen, you take the necessary steps to keep both methods working together to zap those zits naturally. Okay? Acne remedy, tips for external acne control. Number 1, don't repeat the use of a pillowcase in 2 days, always change them nightly, so get 7 clean ones. Number 2, as much as possible, keep unwashed hands off of your face for long periods of time. Number 3, try to sleep on your right side. Number 4, wash your hair with a mild shampoo every night, especially if you use greasy hair products, or use a wrap-around nightcap that covers the hair and ensure the cap is washed every morning. Number 5, steam your face by putting boiling water in a large basin, immersing your face to about several inches away from its surface and allowing the steam to open up the pores, all the time ensuring that the head is covered with a towel. I will recommend using purified water instead of regular tap water, to avoid inhaling the toxic chlorinated byproducts it is notorious for. Perform this step for several minutes to induce heavy and effective perspiration. Number 6, massage the face regularly, as this not only aids in cleansing the face, but it firms up the skin and alleviates unwanted signs of aging such as crow's feet, bags under the eyes, lines and wrinkles. Number 7, engage in some form of exercise to aid the body in detoxification and metabolism. Number 8, for my male readers, if you are of African or Hispanic descent, most barbers recommend you use electric clippers to shave. For Caucasians and Asians, I have observed that using razors might not be a problem, although if you prefer, you can use electric clippers also. This completes the third and final installment of acne treatment. What worked for my acne was the drug-free way. It is my hope that you can apply these methods and take the steps necessary to see a successful cure for your acne naturally and permanently.